Good morning. Is offering you the opportunity. Good morning to expand. What's up, you guys? Good morning. Good morning. Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. To impact more. This sun is crazy. To play more. To like too bright. More. You matter. Your dreams matter. Your deepest desires matter. I don't know what's happening. I feel you. You've got this. Okay. Whatever. This is bright. Mildly human. Do you feel the shift? What's up, you guys? Do you feel it? Surrender. Do you feel it? What's up, y'all? Good morning. Great morning. It's Monday. What's up? I'm in Cali. Hey, you guys. You were born to sleep. You were born to shine, to lead, and to stand out. Come on, somebody. Which also means what's happening? Facebook, what's up? Polarize people to be different than other people. You guys, let me know where you're listening from. This is Good Tea for Life. But you don't care. Good morning. You're not phased. Hey, you guys. You don't blink an eyelid. You wouldn't give the naysayers. YouTube, what's happening? Hey, you guys, let me see where you're in, what country you're in. Texas in the building, of course. What's up? What's up? Where my different countries at? Hey, you guys, what you have to say is important. What you believe is important. You are important, in case you forgot. Come on, y'all. This song right here playing is called Surrender. You guys get the song. It's called Surrender. Amazing song. Do you feel it? Facebook, act right. Facebook, act right. Oh. I hate hotel Wi-Fi. Just surrender, yeah. It says trying to reconnect. If Facebook messes up, you guys, meet me on Instagram. Just type in Lakeisha Michelle, or meet me on YouTube because those seem to be doing just fine. St. Louis, you are good for the soul. Like, seriously. Thank you. New Jersey in the building. Mansfield in the building. What's up, you guys? Okay, so great morning. Great morning. We have some yummy tea today. I'm going to finish a conversation. So I'm here. This is the day after an amazing event that my mentor, Lisa Nichols, put on. If you guys don't know who she is, what have you been, darling? Because she's amazing. And for many, many reasons, the more people know, she's not just a motivational speaker. She literally teaches you how to figure out what your message is. What do you really believe? How do you take these moments that have happened in your life and make them a movement and monetize them as well as be the change agents that we're designed to be? So I'm super blessed to be a part of that event. And I spent the last 4 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's 4 days, just sharing my gifts and sharing my beliefs from her stage. And so super humbled. And I'm loving this conversation. And I put together a talk, and it is super yummy. So I thought, let me share my notes with you guys, because I had notes and everything that I want to give to my tribe. And so I'm going to talk to you guys about, she asked me to talk about the frequency that you're emitting to the world, right? Because you guys know that what you put out, you get back. And I think that we know so much that we forget actually really is way bigger and way more important than we think. And yes, I just woke up. For all my new people looking at me, I'm in my robe. I'm chilling. My coffee. I'm chilling. I got some beautiful roses yesterday. Oh, I love it. JLA's like, that's the part of the song. So let me show y'all real quick what she's singing. I have a purpose, I have a meaning, I'm here to change the world. I have a purpose, I have a meaning, I'm here to change the world. I have a purpose, I have a meaning, I'm here to change the world. Woo! You guys got to get that out. It's called Unleash the Artist Within. I have a purpose, I have a meaning, I'm here to change the world. I have a purpose, I have a meaning, I'm here to change the world. That's called heat, baby. That's the heat. You understand? So listen, get that album. It's Unleash the Artist Within. It's super, super good. Facebook, it's showing me that it's messing up. Can you guys hear me, or is it freezing? It says trying to reconnect, poor wireless connection. That's sending vibes. Let me change my frequency. So anyway, let's have this conversation, you guys. I love talking about what you attract. If you guys can see me on Facebook, say yes. If it messes up, go to Instagram, go to YouTube, because I'm on all of the platforms right now. So good morning, T family. I love that. I love it. I love it. So you guys, this conversation is super yummy. And I really sat with the topic of what does it mean to, like, what are you broadcasting to the world? And it's funny that Lisa Nichols asked me to talk about this on her stage, because I talk about this a lot on Good Tea. And ladies, I specifically talk to, because I'm a lady, and I'm always talking about when I'm out and I see a woman on the phone, right? And she's walking. I was sitting in my car one day, and I was watching this woman. I just wasn't watching her, but she just caught my attention. And as she was going into 7-Eleven, yeah, Facebook, go to Instagram, you guys. Go to Instagram or go to YouTube, because I can tell it's just acting crappy. That's the song that made me for store to store and give me flyers. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. So listen, I'm watching this woman. She comes into my, I'm minding my business, and I catch her frequency. Somebody type in the comments, frequency. I catch her frequency. I catch her vibes. Give me some other word to pop into your mind when you think about the frequency that you're putting out into the world, right? I caught her vibes, okay? Because that's really kind of what we say in my world. We'll be like, look, you vibing. Like, it's a good vibe or it's a bad vibe, but there's a vibe that's happening. And so, there's that saying that says your vibe attracts your tribe. And that's so true. Like for my tribe right now, this Good Tea for Life community, you guys, I don't worry about certain things happening because I just don't give off certain vibes. And so I just have faith and know and trust the law, the principle, if you will, because laws can change. Like, we could submit something and get a law to change, but there are some principles, right, that you live by. And so certain things that happen to other people on the internet, I don't really have to deal with, because I don't attract that in my tribe. Why? Because my vibe I don't give that off. I attract people, even when they're quiet and reserved, they listen to my loud, fast talking country self, right? And you guys are here for whatever. I could literally do a hair video, a makeup video, sing a song, teach a class about something I'm doing in my business, and we all here having a good time. Why? Because it's a vibe. It's a frequency, right? And so it's really cool that today, more than ever, you get to totally be yourself. Can somebody just say, thank you? Thank you to the universe, or to whoever you thinking. But I am so happy that I don't have to be anybody but LakeishaMichelle.com. Okay. And so the reason why you want to really look at what frequency you're putting out. I see Pamela says energy. Glennis says vibe. Yes. Give me the words, whatever that language is for you, because I want this to sink into your heart. I want you to understand that this is not just some woo-woo conversation. I was talking about the lady that I saw in 7-Eleven. She was like, her vibe was so like, look at my face. This is the vibe she gave me. How many women are wishing for some amazing love and some romance? And can somebody ladies, I'm gonna be real. I love a good flirt, okay? I like compliments. Do you know that getting a compliment is not an accident? Like, there's a vibe that you give off, and you don't have to look like so-and-so and go get a nose job and a boob job and all that to just be that woman that you just desire to be. That's a vibe, baby. Sexy is a state of mind, honey. Okay, class. All of that is energy. There's some things that you have to do, but first it's about who you be. Even babies can feel your vibe. I was telling my friend the other day, I'm like, I feel like I'm a kid whisperer. Like, I grew up working with children, and I got so many kids in my life. I love them all, and they're all crazy about me. And their parents are like, what in the world? My kid is obsessed with you. But it's a vibe. Kids know vibe. And for me, it's your spirit, right? It's your spirit. And we talk about God on this channel all the time. And y'all know I love. God is love. And so if I wake up every day and just tune into God, God is in you. You don't have to go look in the sky. God is in you. The being that is God. Like, if I just go, okay, how do I just keep clearing out my heart, keep forgiving, keep loving, keep showing gratitude, my vibe is going to be so joyous. My vibe is going to be so high that naturally I'm going to have doors open for me in the physical sense, as well as opportunities, right? It's a natural thing. Of course, things happen. Of course, I have favor. Of course, all of this stuff happens in my life. Of course, of course, of course. My girlfriend Regan Hillian and I always say we have an of course life. Like literally some of the stuff that happens when we're together, it's like, of course that happened. Like, yeah, of course that happened, because it's what I put out. It is a principle. And so knowing that the more I tune into my frequencies that I'm putting out into the world, the more I can literally design my life. And in my designing, God is always going to supersede. He's always going to do bigger, above, beyond what I can actually imagine. So my job is to keep thinking bigger. My job is to keep forgiving and keep going past faults and seeing needs and keep serving. My job is to keep loving. My job is to keep following the joy. People think I'm weird. I'll bust out and do some push-ups, some jumping jacks, because I like my energy to be right. I like to just shift up. If my thoughts are crazy, or if something, I don't know, I get this thing and I just like do push-ups or something. And I love the energy, that adrenaline. I want to be there. It's not crazy. It's amazing, right? It just helps you like remain in this state, in this vibration that attracts all the other things. And I love the scripture. I talked about this the day, I don't know, one of these days past. Seek ye first the kingdom of God. The kingdom of God, that threw me off. I was like, what is that scripture about? Seek ye first the kingdom of God. I'm like, what in the world is that talking about? And then I'm like, oh, it's just who you be. Like what's happening in a kingdom. Kingdoms have culture. Kingdoms, you look at the royal family, there's a culture, darling. We sit up straight. Everything's fabulous, from the tissue, honey, to the floor we walk on, to the chairs we sit in, to the clothing that we wear, the threads, there's a culture. And so what if I decided to seek the culture of God? And listen, some of you guys are like, well, okay, whatever you call it, right? It's pretty much rooted in the same thing, love. What grows from love? What energies and vibrations come from love, right? If we were so busy into that, man, you guys, we would just be in such joy. And when you're in joy and when you're in peace and when you're chilling, like you're just laying in on that frequency, these ideas come. And I like to call them flashes of inspiration. I've heard so many people say those. Those, to me, your imagination is God at work, right? Like we have this gift of imagination, and we have this gift of thought, and we have this ability to hone it and grow it. We can literally begin to change what we see manifested in our reality. Isn't that amazing? It's like magic. And so superpower that we all have access to, and it's our job to grow it. And so you see some people who are just happy with, I don't know, one letter of the alphabet, and you see other people who want the whole alphabet. And you get to choose. You get to choose. And so I love the conversation of what frequency are you emitting to the world. So I made some notes, and it was all about, and I said, I'm going to talk about this all week, because once I got done making the notes for the presentation, I was like, it's just so much. Like, and I only have 15 minutes. And so I'm like, I can't, I got to like give it to my tribe. So for those of you that met me in Speaking Right, what's up? What's up? What's up? You guys can go to LakeishaMichelle.com and get on the Good Tea for Life newsletter. Good Tea for Life is literally, we meet during the week and we just talk about good things that we want to pour into our soul, so that it's literally so that we can vibrate at a level to receive all that God has for us in the most super abundant way. Our time is short here on earth. And, you could be here for 30 years, 40 years, 20 years, 5 years. You just want to make sure that the experiences that you have and that you give others, because, you are an experience. You want to make sure that they're in that frequency, so that your very existence is a blessing. Your very existence ignites faith in others. When I think about the fact that when people in the Bible, people would walk up to Jesus and they knew that he was healing people. They knew that he was making people walk and see, and all these miracles were happening. And Jesus literally was kind of like, they would be like, Jesus, can you help my son? Oh my God, my son can't talk. And Jesus would be like, do you think I can help your son? And then the people would be like, yes, Boom. Because of your faith, it's done. So who really opened up the magic? Jesus's existence ignited the power that was already in the person. Come on, somebody. I pray that your existence ignites the magic that's already in the next person that you encounter this week. Come on, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to live in that frequency. Why do you think that when people saw Michael Jackson, they fainted? Oh! You see them just carrying people over the. I used to be like, wow, he was so good at owning who he be in the world. He was so good at owning who he be. Right? You guys, that's not just for celebrities. That's for you. Whatever it is that you are up to in the world, if you could totally just be all the way you. Let me tell you guys a fun story. Lisa Nichols and I were somewhere. Where were we? We were at Essence Festival. Was this last year? I don't know. We've been to several. I think it was last year. Anyway, we're backstage and we're this VIP place and everybody in there is VIP, honey. Like everybody was a celebrity. Name them, they were in there, right? And so we're backstage and me and Lisa like kicking it. And we were talking and I just remember Lisa was talking, somebody knew, like Lisa Nichols, what she teaches, when people see her out, they just go into like what changed their life about what she said. So someone was doing that and I was looking around. And so I remember I was listening to what the lady was telling Lisa, but I just felt this presence enter the room, right? Facebook, if you have connection issues, go to youtube.com/Lakeisha Michelle or Instagram.com/Lakeisha Michelle. And so listen, so I'm literally chilling, minding my business. There are hundreds and hundreds of people backstage, right? We're literally at a concert at Essence Festival. Everybody was there, all the celebrities, we're where they are. And so we're chilling and I'm do and I just feel this presence. Like you ever just been in a room and I was like, something changed, something shifted in this room. And I don't know what, but something shifted in this room. So then I turn around, woo-cha! I was like, clutch my pearls. Oh my God. I turn around and it's like, I just felt something. And so I'm just like, something's different. And y'all, guess who it was, y'all? Guess who it was, y'all? Can y'all guess who? Somebody just guess. Ooh, I was so excited. But I didn't show it. Because let me tell you something. You can't be acting like that when you're around somebody that's impactful. You can't be acting like that. You got to act like you already you be with them already. That's how you stay in the room. You can't be in there like, oh my God, I can't do what I'm doing right now. I wasn't doing that. I was just like this. Idris Elba walked by. Do y'all know who Idris Elba is? I love how everybody's saying Oprah on all the different platforms. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, I'm telling you, look, oh, honey. No, seriously, you guys. And let me tell you, it wasn't because I had like some girl crush. No, seriously, I felt his presence before I knew who was in the room. I just felt the energy really, I felt this powerful presence. And I just was like, dang, like something. And I just turned around. And when I saw him, I wasn't girl crushing like that. Like, oh, because I do think he's fine. That's a fine brother. That brother's fine. He's physical. He's tall. You know, Lisa, we always joke about the fact that I always get the short guys and she always get these big old tall, beautiful men. And I'd be like, and nothing against short guys. I have dated several short guys, but I'm just trying to figure out why I can't look up in the sky. But anyway, that's a different subject. So Idris Elba walks by and literally I felt his presence before I ever saw him. And the presence that I felt was power. I felt certainty. I felt just a being, right? And when the way he walked as if he was God. Like, not because I'm lusting after him, but seriously, it was just this powerful. I was just like, and everybody literally just went like this. And he just walked through, and it was just like, he walked like I own the world. Not the room, not the building. I own the world. I was like, I want that. And it's the same thing being around Tony Robbins. Like, the energy is insane. Like, I was just like there is just, I own the world. Like, there is no, I don't know. And I'm just like, and ladies, that's not just for men. Like, I was just like, whoa. And it wasn't because they were acting cocky. It was a frequency that they were giving off. That frequency that they were giving off, it was like, it was electric. And so, guys, we're talking about all week about how do we emit, how do we raise our frequency in the world every single day. You know, I was talking to people. This is why if you follow me, you know I talk about health. You know I talk about and I talk about health from the perspective of, if you want to live this life full out, you can't be all tired and bent out of shape and out of breath. That may be your state now, but you can change it. And so every single day, it's a choice and a decision to shift small things that over time, because we're in it for the long haul, that change your life. And so this is why we talk about these things, because listen, in order to be as powerful as you're designed to be, you have to be taking care and owning your spirit and your physical. And so you're always emitting something. But if you really look at like science, you are electric. You already are electric. Some of you, ladies, sometimes you look at another woman and you just go, wow. Like, have you ever just seen a woman and you look at her and you're like, oh my gosh, she's so classy. She's graceful. She's this, she's that. If you see something in someone else, then you can be that as well. After you told me that story, I made a real decision. The room shifts, but now it's more of a shutdown. It's pursuit. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So listen, you are electric. Knowing that, if you recognize an energy that you desire, like if you say, okay, Keisha has this energy, everybody, I've never met a person who hasn't said, like literally people keep me around them because of my energy. And it's not on accident. My energy is this way. I'm like, I run from energy vampires. And I make sure that I keep myself in a certain state because that's my happiness. I enjoy having energy, and it's not because I'm hyper. Some people confuse it with, oh, you're just hyper. Oh, you don't know, you don't have downtime. No, part of the reason why I have energy is because I do have downtime. I know it looks like I don't have downtime, but oh, trust me, darling, I have downtime. Ask anyone close to me. They will, the biggest thing people, Keisha, never have a ringer on. Keisha, like, because why do I need you just beck and calling me? They don't work that way. Who run the world? Me. My world, I run. Right? And you got to own the fact that you don't have to be like flipping and flopping for every little thing. And you get to choose how you be. And so there are certain things that I have to do to maintain the state that I wish to be in. So before I go and serve everybody else, I get up early. Some of y'all stay trying to sleep in. How can I be of service for 4 days for the very thing that people love about me and not get up and pour into myself? So I'm up at 5 a.m. and I'm pouring into my soul. I'm reading my scriptures. I'm taking on whatever songs that I love to use as tools to keep me in a state. By the time you get to me at 6 and 7 and 8 a.m., baby, I'm turned up. Why? Because I poured into myself first. Some of you guys are waiting for a moment to have this amazing breakthrough when you can have breakthroughs every morning. You can literally have I'm going to be on the plane reading a book and working out my soul. I'm always transforming my mind. How do I transform my life? I transform my mind. And how do I transform my mind? I've got to be watching the thoughts, and thoughts create the energies, and the energies is what you feel from me. I am electric. I am electric. Can you look at the word electric? What a fascinating. I love that word. It just feels like something just goes through me. I am electric. I like that. So if I'm going to own that and be that, what does that look like for you? I don't know. I know what it means for me. You don't need to be Keisha. You don't need Keisha's energy. You need your version. And don't look at me and say you wish you had it, right? Because that's nuts. What if there's something somebody else doing, then you can do it too. There is nothing new under the sun. Happy birthday. I love everybody wishing happy birthday. Connecticut in the building. Whose birthday is? I see all these happy birthdays. Idris is fine and has great energy. Yes, darling. It is just powerful. I mean, powerful. And it was gentle. It wasn't cocky. It was just, I'm certain that I'm the bomb. Hello. Hi. Just powerful. His looks is extra because, that's extra. Whose birthday is it? Oh, Sharina. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Sharina. Happy birthday. Y'all, my voice is like a little toe up. It's a little something. Okay, so listen, I am divinely aligned right now with you on this topic. I needed to change my frequency and I asked God to show me how. What am I missing? Boom! So let's get into it, honey. Are you ready to get into it? So I got some notes for you guys. So first thing is, I am electric. Please own that. Please write that down. Oh, and by the way, if you're just used to following me on Good Tea, I'm always dropping bombs. So I hope you get some pen and paper. Drop your pen emojis. Y'all know I love pen emojis. Drop your pen emojis. And I hope that you guys are taking notes. You are an electric field. If you can just get the visuals in your mind about the fact that you're always putting out something. Men, if you want to try, if you would like to get a queen, then you've got to put out some king vibes. What does that look like for you? Ladies, you want to attract a king, then you've got to put out some queen vibes. What does that look like for you? Some of you guys are not taking time to do the simple things. The simple things are simply, what does it look like? And oh, you get to redesign it, because sometimes I've written out a list and I've attracted it and I'm like, oh, I forgot this. Thank you. Next. Thank you. Next. Like, seriously. Seriously. Okay, so here's the thing. You are an electric field. And I love to look up words. And you guys know that if you follow me, I looked up electric. It says having sudden thrilling excitement. Sudden thrilling excitement, right? Other words were charged, brilliant, vivid, dynamic, intoxicating, stirring. How many guys, I know we have on my page, there are beauty professionals, there are entrepreneurs of all sorts. There are authors, speakers, a ton of coaches, right? You guys, you don't want to have a business that's basic. You want to have a business that when your customers leave, they are like electrified. They are on fire about what they did and what they experienced with you. If you're like thinking this is some hype pep talk stuff, and then you go back to being boring and basic and dull energy, that's whack. And so something I often teach my nephews whenever we're having conversations, we always go look up words and we get them and mention them the word, because before when they do stuff, I be trying to figure out, as a kid, I hated when I got in trouble for something that I didn't quite understand. And so when I was sitting with my nephews one day, and my niece, we were talking, and I'm like, you guys, let's look up words, because I want to make sure you thoroughly understand this concept before I go off on you. It really helps kids. And it became this fun thing that we did. We would like word of the day. And so situations would happen, and then we would just pull a word and then really look it up. So if you look at electric, charged, brilliant, vivid, I want a dynamic business. I want a vivid, beautiful, right? Charged, intoxicating, electrifying, soul-stirring relationship. Do you guys desire that? Right? You are electric. And so if I desire that, then what do I need to be? I need to be intoxicating, not intoxicated. Wrong thing. Wrong thing. Not intoxicated. I need to be, if I desire intoxicating friendships, and that means like, I got friends that I can talk to forever and ever, and we just get each other. And we can just go on and we can finish each other's sentences and we laugh until our stomach cramps up. If you want soul-stirring, jolting relationships, don't you think that you've got to be stirring your soul? You've got to be into something that's exciting that you can't help but share, and you want to be that for other people, right? Because you get what you give out. So you look at the word electric. Okay, and I said, let me look at frequency. Frequency is the rate at which something occurs or is repeated over a particular time period, right? And so your frequency, it's repeated. Your vibe is on repeat, right? And vibes shift because life is happening. And so vibes shift. But if I want to remain in if I want my norm, If I want my 80% to be happy, joy, peace, and love, it has to be repeated. I have to be in it repetitively. Like, it has to be constant. And so what are the things that I can do to stay in that state? Right? What's that mindset conversation? I love it. I love the lightning emojis. Guys, is the mic okay? Hold on, I see some people saying something. Kamita says beautiful voice. Thank you. Sharina, Kamita, Arthur, Pamela, Jacqueline, Just Me, Lee. What's up, boo? Kim, Enid B, Latasha, Kawana, Signature Style, Toya Knowles in a building, All Things Beauty, Eric I'm about to mess that up. Eric, Maya G, or Amaya G, there we go. Styles, Natalie, I'm messing up names. Can you guys hear me? I'm just making sure you guys can hear me. Cool, y'all sound electric. Okay, cool. So your frequency is something, it's a recurring thing, right? It's something you give off over a period of time, right? And then I looked up another definition. It says the rate at which a vibration occurs that constitutes a wave. So you're giving off an energy. You can tell when someone's pissed off. Why? First of all, their body language, but it gives you an energy. You ever got so pissed off, it feel like your blood is boiling. It feel like something's boiling inside of you, and you just like you just feel like the devil is risen and he is here inside of me, and I'm about to unleash all of evil hell on you. Like, have you ever been that mad? Because I have. Like, that's a frequency. Some of y'all ladies, you don't know you have what they call a resting bee face. Right? And you trying to figure out why nobody ain't gave you a compliment yet, because you just look mad for no reason. You just, how you doing? Your frequency say, don't talk to me. Your frequency says, don't talk to me. Now, on the other side, ladies, if you keep getting broke Tom and boo-boo Tim, like if you keep attracting broke Jimmy, busted up, like all them type of brothers, if that's what you're attracting, you got to look at your frequency. Something in you says that they just got the free pass to just come. Literally, when I be walking, I literally hear men say, I ain't sister. Hey, they just start saying, I respect you. That's not an accident that you're going to give me respect. That's not an accident that you know you can't step to me with some little $5 conversation. And by that, when I say $5 conversation, that's reality. Like, you already know that's not going to work. And every now and then you get somebody that's trying and they be like, and I be real nice. I don't walk around being mean. You don't have to be. When you're clear on who you are, you don't have to be mean and be nasty and be offended and be all of these things. I'd be like, nice try. And then I start telling the brother, look, if you want a sister like me, you got to do a couple things, sir. I'm gonna help you out for the next chick. Maybe you'll get her. All right. Like, it's just a conversation with yourself about who you be and what you desire to attract. And so there's an energy that you're giving off to receive certain experiences. So if I want to change my experiences, I need to change my what? And it is literally something that you can work on minute by minute, because things are going to happen. I've been practicing one thing that with my mom having dementia. My mom told me a couple years ago that she felt invisible. That broke my heart. Oh, I was crying for weeks. It broke my heart, you guys. It still hurts that just broke my heart. And I said, how can you be a wife, a mother, a member of a church for, I don't know, 30 years at least? How can you be all a sister, an aunt? How can you be all of these things in the world and feel invisible? How? How can you be that? It tore me up, you guys. And I said to myself, whenever I'm with a person. I want to be with a person. So when you see me, several people told me this week, they said, thank you for see, I can tell that you're being you're really trying to just say hi. Like you meant that. Like I don't ever want to be in the world and not acknowledge anyone. I was talking to the guy who brought me my breakfast. Like I want him to know like anybody that I come into contact with, like you're not invisible. And nobody deserves to feel like that. Right? And if my mom was in her right mind, I would work with, and even though she has dementia now, when I was talking to her yesterday, I said, Mommy, she was saying all this stuff on the phone because dementia, she just says all this stuff. Whenever she's confused, she defaults. See, y'all got to be careful. I love this conversation and I have this conversation all the time because there's some things that you do because it makes you comfortable and because you don't know what to do. So you default to something negative until it becomes your norm. My mom walked around for years saying she hopes she don't get dementia. My mom walked around for years saying, let me just keep some tissue with me in case I get sick. My mom walked around for years for all these things that she heard people saying. Like there's a lot of stuff that old people do. Like I'm from the South. We from the South. So my family, we from Georgia and Florida, right? And so, I mean, literally a lot of things that we come from, I got family history of slaves, right? So a lot of the things that they did was just passed on. And so unless you recognize these habits and conversations that don't serve you, it served them to get them through those times. I respect it. I love them, but it doesn't serve where I desire to go. And so my ancestors didn't have this choice. And they did, but they didn't know. Like they were in this mentality. They were locked down. So like my grandmother, my great grandmother, I watched her believe that you just need to get this job, get this thing, and and that worked. That was cool. That made sense. That was a big deal because her people she grew up with were slaves, right? But then what did she pass on to my mom? And what did my mom pass on to me? Y'all got to understand your background, your history, because there are things that you do that don't serve where you want to go. And it doesn't mean disrespect it. I respect it. I love it. I release it. And I design and redesign and elevate. And everything is based on that frequency that you're putting out. These conversations that we're having that are emitting energy into the world. You wonder why your boss keeps overlooking you. You wonder why your spouse is overlooking you. Now, it's a two-way street, of course, but what's my part? Because I can't control anything but who? Who can I control? So even on the phone with my mom, she got on the phone, her energy was down because I get it. I know why her energy is down, her environment, all these things are happening. So her energy was down. And I said, Mommy, I said, you are so amazing. And she was like, well, my back hurt and I don't know. And she was in this low vibe. And I said, Mommy, and I just smiled. Even through the phone, smiling through the phone gets to her. And I know that. So I said, girl, you supposed to be saying you're blessed. And she just got quiet. And I said, Mommy, say I'm blessed. And then she said, I'm blessed. I said, girl, I don't believe you. I don't even know what's happening. What's going on? And she started laughing. That quick, I can shift her frequency. That quick. I choose to be a shifter. I'm not, no, you ain't finna come in here and make me down. I'm going to shift you. You're going to leave me like, oh my God, I just want to do everything in life, period, until I die. Instead of talking to those family members, I ain't got no money, I ain't got this. You shift the conversation. You change the frequency. Come on, somebody. Now, you can't be sitting up being depressing all the time, looking at what you don't have. That's why you see everybody talking about gratitude. It's not like a trend. It's how you shift your energy. If you feel like there's something that's not happening for you right now, you shift it. How? You get in gratitude. Find the path of joy. What's the frequency that I need to be on? Let me turn the dial. Right? And so look, here we go. You're electric. Okay? Your frequency is something that's repeat. It's vibration. It's sending out a wave. It's on repeat. Now, other words for frequency, when you look it up, abundance came up, beat, like your heartbeat. If you just put your hand on your heart, there's a frequency there. Persistence. Another word for frequency is persistence. Rhythm. I said, these are yummy. The opposite of frequency is infrequency, irregularity, uncommonness. You can't say that you're a high vibe person and you don't practice it. You're not frequent. Because the vibes that you put out the most is what people are feeling from you. So if I'm depressed, if you are calling yourself depressing, what's the vibes you're giving other people? You wonder why your friends don't want to pick up the phone when you call. You wonder why your man tired of you. Come on, somebody. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Whenever I'm getting ready to record music, it's a vibe. Like I got the vibe. What am I want to write about? One time my friend called me, she's going through something. Several of my friends, like they call me and they're going through whatever they're going through. It's weird. And I always tell them, like, I'm not using you, but once their energy is so heavy sometimes that I just instantly get off the phone and write a song about their situation. A situation that, to the point to where I remember my ex used to be like, is that about me? And I'll be like, no, this song is not about you. But it felt so real because I just picked up their frequency and I channeled it and wrote a song. So it felt like I was going through a divorce, but I'm not even married. Like it's not even happening. But I can channel that. So it's this thing that we have and that we get to manage, you guys. And isn't that exciting? Find the path to joy. Exactly, the quickest path. What's the quickest path to joy? For this week, I want you to be practicing when you notice that you're in a frequency that you don't like. Because you got to think about it. If I stay in a down frequency, down situations are going to happen. Right now, you may feel like you're in a down situation. One thing that I love to do is go serve. If I feel like I'm in a down, if I feel like, I can't get my vibe right, I just go be about other people. And next thing you know, I feel good because I helped somebody. Right? And then I jump back to whatever I feel like I need to, the problem that needs to be solved, and the solution just appears because I just get out of what I don't have. I get out of myself and I go be about other people. Knowing that when I come back to the problem, it's solved. But that's a pattern that you have to practice. Somebody say practice. So you guys, we're going in on this all weeks. You better turn your notifications. I'm also going to be sending these notes out to my Good Tea for Life community. Okay, I'm going to be sending these notes out to my Good Tea for Life community. And there's like so much. And I'm going to literally give you guys a formula to help keep your vibe in the right state. As a result of keeping your frequencies in the attractive abundance energy, you will get mentors. You will get money. You will get weight loss. You will get good skin, darling. You will get good love, darling. You will have amazing friendships. You will literally travel the world and do whatever it is you desire because it literally starts at your frequency that you're putting out. You will get upgraded at the airport. You know how many times I walk into the airport and people just assume I'm supposed to be upgraded? It's my vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe, honey. It's not an accident. It's not an accident. If you want an of course life, and of course that happened to me. Of course that happened to me. Of course this happened to me. Of course my boss gave me a raise. Of course I found some. Of course they let me skip in the grocery line. Of course my honey came home with some flowers. Of course. It's a vibe. So another word I want you guys to write down. So we talked about electric frequency. Another word I want you to write down is emit. E-M-I-T. Emit. Because you're always emitting something out, right? And so emit means to discharge, release, give out, give off. You're giving out an energy. You're giving off an air. Some people give off a cocky air. Some people give off a insecure air, an air that says, I don't belong. Some of you guys are walking around, and because of what happened to you, your air that you're giving off is, I'm not good enough to be here. And so, but you want to be there deep down. You want to be there. So you get there, which is odd, because then the thought is, I'm not supposed to be here. So then the whole time you're there, you're not getting getting everything you're there to get. You don't receive what God has for you, and it's right in your face because you're not on the right wavelength. Does that make sense? Some of you guys, my beauty professionals, always saying like, my clients never want to pay my price. That's not true. Your energy tells them they don't have to pay your price. Hold up. Wait a minute. So that's actually a thing. Your energy is telling them I'm going to pay her what I want to pay her. Your energy is literally telling them, I don't really have to pay what she's asking for. I'm going to just tell her I got some bills to pay. Y'all, isn't my fruit so cute? So cute. Is your energy telling folks they ain't got nothing? What you talking? You don't like sales? I don't like sales. No one ever wants to buy. I feel like I'm bothering people. You can tell when somebody feel like they bothering people. They be like, their energy is like this. You just walk around looking confused, lost. You matter, baby. You matter. And guess what? People will treat you like you matter when you act like it. When your energy is, and this does not mean be cocky. And being humble don't mean act poor and broke and less than. See, y'all, it's a whole thing, huh? It's a whole thing, huh? Okay. I have pineapples and bananas for breakfast. For breakfast today. Kyle said this is good. Yes. So you're emitting out. You're giving off an energy. Another word for emit is to pour out, to send forth, to throw out. Similar, utter, voice, let out, produce, declare, or vocalize. Yeah, I love that. Vocalize. You ever heard somebody sing and you just get chills? You be like, whew. They're emitting. There's a power that's coming through them. They decided to be a vessel and they use their gift. And so your life is touched. And I do believe that each of us are here to do that, in whatever capacity. So when you look at the fact that we're emitting frequencies out into the world, what are some of the tools that we have access to? I'm going to give you some tools that give off frequency that you have access to. Are y'all ready for the tools? Type yes. Let me see a whole bunch of yeses. And you guys, I got so much content on this. So it's going down this week. Y'all, I got formulas. Good tea for life. If you're new, we do this in the mornings during the week. We really do this whenever I feel like popping on live stream. Turn your notifications and get on the email list so I can make sure you guys get the little cheat sheets. I have several cheat sheets releasing for you this week. My birthday is a countdown. I forgot how many days left to November 21st, but I'm going to be Oprah, okay? I'm channeling Oprah's vibes. I'm giving, darling. Giving. So, y'all know that meme where you're like this? I'm giving away gifts all month. End up also giving away amazing content and making the classes super, super bite-sized and impactful. So there's going to be a ton of classes, you guys. If you know you want to be YouTubing, you know you want to live stream and you want to monetize your conversations, you know that you want to do the money phone class, you know you want to get your makeup and stuff right for my speakers and my presenters who want to look great on camera. So many yummy, and I'm dropping them and it's going down for my birthday all month. Okay, YouTube. I got so many hair videos for you guys, for my beauty professionals, for you guys that want to build a six-figure business around short hair. It is going down. It's about to go down. Got six bottles of this for everything I got. Y'all, I love that song. Give it to me. Give me that. Do y'all like that song? Punch me. Okay, so I see a bunch of yeses. Oh, I asked y'all a question. Here are the tools. Glennon said, let us have them. I love it. I love the little bird. Yes, tools. Breakfast with Lakeisha episode. Yes. Hello, darling. Okay, so listen. Here are some tools that we have control over that give off frequency. Tool number 1, your voice, darling. And so we're going to talk about how to use your voice for these things. Your voice. And that does not mean you have to be a singer. Some of you guys know I sing. That don't mean you have to be a singer, but your frequency that you give off. If you want to receive more love, there's this thing called your voice. If you want to receive more respect in the workplace, there's this thing. If you want to receive more respect in your relationships, right? If you really look at the fact that your voice is such a tool, and it's a part of the frequency that you give off. We're going to dive into that this week. Tool number 2. Tool number 2. Are y'all ready? It's your energy. It's your energy. It's your energy, darling. Your energy, darling. So we're going to play with energy. And this is the stuff that y'all are really weird because like y'all ready for this kind of stuff. The average person, the basic life liver, not like liver as in your body, but like the person who just wants to live a basic life, they've just given up because nobody wants to live basic, but you just somehow end up there because you feel like you can or can't do something, or maybe it won't happen for you, or you're too old, you're too young, you're too black, you're too white, you're too pink, you're too purple, you're too, I don't know, right? But if you can really manage your energy because it's giving off a frequency, okay, and within your voice, I should have went voice, tone, and then energy. So voice, tone, energy, okay? And then, I love it. You are a Scorpio, dope. I'm a Scorpio. Oh, yeah. Oh, you are saying it. Boom. This is good. Yay. I did a photo shoot yesterday where everybody showed up and worked for me for free. Of course, I took them because of class. Darling. So you guys, what I love about this community is that for me, good tea is all of the things like we want to be classy people. We want to be encouraging people. We want to be uplifters and motivators of others. We want to use up all of our gifts. We want to be lovers, forgivers. We want to be joyful. We want to be peaceful. And oh, by the way, problems will always pop up. But when you're practicing a life with these characteristics of the kingdom, then you manage these problems with such grace and dignity and such class. And you literally have a different perspective. Then that makes the world of difference. So what gives off frequency, voice, tone, vibration, and energy. Those are your things that we're going to go into. I just picked a couple things because if we're talking about changing our frequency, right? If we're talking about changing our frequency and attracting the things that we desire, we got to look at what tools we have. Body language. Body language. Okay. Writing these down because we're gonna dig into these all week. Body language gives off a frequency. If I'm sitting like this, versus like this. If I'm talking like this, versus like this, right? So we're gonna play with all of this energy. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Because what do I desire to attract? And the last word I want you to write down, you guys, well, maybe not the last, but so remember, so those are your tools that we're gonna go into those tools. And the words, if you guys are just joining, electric, frequency, emit, and then write down broadcast. Now, I went to school for broadcasting, you guys. That's kind of a random fact. So there's actually different tones that you give your stories. And when I say voice, that's really like your different angles of the story, because you can talk about all these people on the roof. I'm like, what is going on over here? When we talk about voice, we're going to talk about the different angles that you have. And then we're going to talk about the vibration that you have, the energy of a thing, the vibration of a thing. And you guys, and it's all coming from a perspective of when I was in broadcasting school, you had a storyline, but there were so many different angles and there's so many different tones. And there's so, all of that stuff is imperative because of the type of viewers that they want to attract on television. Right? And if you really just look at the fact that this is my life and this is a show. This whole, everything I got going on in my life that it's a whole show. And I get to choose these different characters. I get to choose the audience that I'm attracting into my life that matches where I want to go. Does that make sense, you guys? So we're going to have fun. We're going to play with this. And by the end of the week, you will have so many notes and formulas, questions that you can ask yourself so that you can begin to shape and reshape, redesign, craft what you desire to be attracting into your life now. Tomorrow is not promised, right? And every day that you wake up and you get a chance to work on elevation, come on, what else would we be doing? Because if it is to be, it is up to me. If it is to be, it is up to me. If it is to, I can't even do this right, to be, it's all your fingers. It is up to me. If it is to be, it is up to me. If it is to be, it is up to me. It's not up to nobody else to change your vibrations. When you're broadcasting these energies out, and then you see all this crazy stuff happening in your life, you get to just change the station. Your voice, your tone, your body language, change them stations, boo. And it's going to be good. So we're going to talk about, it's kind of like the intro, understanding what gives off frequency. And then what do I wish to receive and attract in my life? And then how do we get into the right frequency of it? And remember, frequency is on repeat. Frequency is something that it says repeat it over a particular period of time. So after you're done with this week, you will have a little formula of how to be, and you're going to be repeating it over a period of time so that it becomes your new normal. It becomes your 80%. You can't be something all the time. It's just ridiculous. Like, you're going to get pissed off. Things are going to surprise you, shock you, throw you off. Life's going to happen. But if you practice staying in the frequency for the majority of the time, your default won't be negative connotations. Your default won't be woe is me, lack mentality stuff. Your default will be shifting. Okay, flow with it. Your default will be flow. Like, I love being in flow. Oh, y'all better take them notes. Emit. You know, I love it. I love it. I love it. So this is the conversation all week, maybe all month. I don't know. Y'all know. We flow, darling. We flow. So if you want these notes and you also want to know about all the yummy goody classes that are coming out, here's what I need you to do. Go to LakeishaMichelle.com. It's my name that's on all of the platforms. Go there. Please join the free Good Tea for Life newsletter. Get your seat, honey. Get your seat. If you love this conversation, you'll love all the stuff I send out. Just subscribe, new subby. Yay! Subscribe on YouTube. We have this challenge where I want to get from 30,000 to 32,000 in the next couple weeks on YouTube. So that's going to be fun. So that's going to be super fun. I'm going to be teaching you guys some YouTube classes, a bunch of small workshops. It's just going to be lit. I don't know about y'all, but I like to do things now. I like taking action now. I love just making things happen and stop. Like, there's a time to wait, and hopefully you follow this, because what we do also talk about is following spirit. Like, you need to know when there's a time to sit down and chill. But for most of everybody I talk to, y'all chilling on the wrong thing. Like, you sitting up super rehearsing and practicing how to start a business Facebook page. You're wasting time. Get your life together. What frequency are you giving out? A scary business, or I'm about to do this business? What y'all trying to do? I wish everyone prosperity. I love it. Going to resubmit. I haven't been getting the emails already. Cool. Join. And yeah, so I'm going to send these notes out. And this week I have several, like they're just worksheets you can use to help you just work through your stuff. Like they're just worksheets you can use to help you work through your stuff, you guys. And they're free. So I would get them. Good. Well, I love you all. This is an intro. I gave you some words to chew on as I'm chewing and talking. So rude, but I'm hungry, so it is what it is. I love it. Make sure you guys share the stream. What's going on? I love it. Thank you, Raining Wombum. I don't know. But anyway, I love you all. This week, we're just talking about frequency. We're talking about elevation. We're talking about what we're attracting into our lives. And so I am more than happy to talk to you guys about things that I do and things that I have learned because of my mistakes and things that I've learned from my mentors. And yeah, just from experience. And I have these little formulas that I'm going to give you guys because I just want us to prosper even as our soul prosper. And that is scripture. And the soul is supposed to prosper first. And then all the things are going to be added because you just naturally attract them. You naturally build on these ideas. You naturally grow your business. You naturally get the love. You naturally get those things the more you practice your frequency. I love it. Prosperous Diva Nikki. Yes, girl. That's a word. Yes. That is the word. Okay. I love you for watching. Please share this with a friend. And I will see you guys same time tomorrow. All week. Y'all know I'm be live streaming all week like cray cray. Peace out. I'm Lakeisha Michelle. Make sure you go get on the newsletter at lakeishamichelle.com for this information so that it is sent out to you. And that is all. Bye, guys.